What's up, Cowboy Nation? I absolutely get it. The Dallas Cowboys don't make the necessary moves that we should make. But on the flip side, I know the free agency is where we don't do the big splashes, but we got this big draft that's coming around. Now, as far as the wide receivers for the Dallas Cowboys, right now you have Simi Fehoko, Noah Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup whenever he can get back, and of course, James Washington. Now, I absolutely like Malik Turner. He was nice for us, had 3 touchdowns last season, and on top of that, he showed up in that Denver Broncos game, right? He flashed at us in training camp. He flashed out in OTAs and things like that. However, if we go into this draft, right, hear me out, and if we can't find a wide receiver that can deliver more production, more opportunities than a Malik Turner, or more opportunities than a Noah Brown or a Simi Fehoko, we in deeper waters than what we think we are in, right? And I read some people comment saying, hey, Law, we can't fix all of these holes in this draft. That's a valid statement, but the offseason is long. We have 3 major holes on this team. One can argue on the defensive side of the coin, the defensive front. Maybe you can look at that as a whole, or the linebacker situation. You can really look at that and say, hey, Law, that's a real big hole. Or you can look at it like on the offensive side, wide receiver being a hole. And of course, that front 5, whether it's left tackle or the left guard. Left tackle only because of the fact that Tyron Smith, we know that brother can't play for 17 weeks. Now, we can hope he can survive for 17 weeks, but historical data shows, man, this dude tend to get hurt somewhere along the lines through this season. Now, granted, we do have a Josh Ball who I believe will have a step up, kind of like what Terrence Steele did. I have high hopes for Josh Ball, but those are intangible, right? We really need to see the tangible things, actually, him out there on the field. Now, as far as the left guard situation and scenario, Connor McGovern, right now, he the only one with experience that you can slide at that left guard. And he didn't look that good last year at left guard, right? Got blocked for feet, but he's strong and all of the other things that you like with him as a fullback. We just didn't see a lot of that at left guard. Now, hear me out. You can argue and say, well, if you go through all of training camp with him practicing at left guard, maybe, just maybe, right? But I do not want to live in that realm. The Cowboys better look into this draft and draft someone that can fill in on that spot or compete for that spot. Now, I'm with the philosophy that the Cowboys, hear me out, I'm with the philosophy that the Cowboys will, after the draft, I believe the Cowboys after the draft will look deep into this free agency and start to pick some of those guys after the draft. However, they tend to draft pretty well. We got 9 draft picks. I would like for them to package some of those picks together, slide up and get more quality picks, quality over quantity. But this is the Cowboys we talking about, right? They love these draft picks. That's the bloodline for this team. Look, Cowboy Nation, I get it. We would love to see Malik Turner, but I believe that the Cowboys should find a wide receiver that make you forget about Malik Turner and Noah Brown on this team. They should find a guy. Hopefully they will. That's the hope part of it. We don't know. But it is what it is at this point. Let's not cry a river about it. Let's continue to grind and shine, Cowboy Nation. Be sure to hit that like, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. And that's just how it goes. The Cowboys will look at more guys after the draft. Right now, they got their draft board together. Now, what you guys really don't want to happen let's say they did re-up Malik Turner and say, hey, we believe in Malik Turner, right? That's why we didn't draft this receiver, or that's why we didn't focus in on that receiver. So there's ways to look at this. Now, I'm not saying that Malik Turner was trash or anything, but you guys get the bigger picture, right? Let's look into this draft. Let's stop crying about Malik Turner. Shout out to him, though. He's one of my guys that I rooted for during the offseason. So hope all is well with him at the 49ers land. Y'all know how this thing go. DC for life. Salute.